Hello students, I am Aparupa, your biology teacher, and today I am here to teach you some topics of the chapter Transport of Food and Minerals in Plants. Now the topics that we will cover today are transport of materials. In this we will learn about xylem and phloem. And second, methods of absorption, which will cover diffusion, osmosis and active transport. First we need to understand these basic concepts, then we will move on to the next topic, that is transport of water and minerals, in the next video. Now you all must know that all organisms need to transport nutrients, water and oxygen from one part of their body to the other. So do so, complex plants and even animals have a well-defined transport system. The transport system of plants is called vascular system or conducting system. It has two main functions. The first is transport of water and minerals absorbed by roots to different parts of plants. And the second is translocation of food from leaves to all other parts of the plant. Now this vascular system or the transport system of plants is made up of two types of conducting tissues, that is xylem and phloem. Now we will study about the first conducting tissue, that is xylem. Now xylem conducts water and minerals absorbed by the roots to other parts of the plant. It is made up of four types of cells: xylem vessels, tracheids, xylem fibers and xylem parenchyma. Now we will learn more about this tissue in this video.
Stored in the tank below, up to the many apartments against gravity. The tissue with a similar function in any plant is called as xylem, and it will be present where transporting of water is required. So in this tree, it will mainly be present in the wooden part, which serves as the transporting medium for water to travel from the roots to the leaves. So because of this tissue, water will also reach the topmost leaf, including all the parts of that leaf, as xylem is also present in the mid-rib of that leaf. This complex tissue named xylem is made up of four different types of cells. Let's look at them one by one in detail. The first one is vessels. Now vessels are the most important cells in this type of tissue. Structurally, they are like a row of cells placed end to end, which are specialized in performing the function of water transport. So now you must be wondering, what about the other three types of cells? What do they do? The second type is the tracheids, which are long cells that taper at both ends. These cells not only aid in water transport, but because of their structure, they also provide support to the plant. Then the next one is xylem parenchyma. Now if you remember, we have said that parenchyma stores food. So quite evidently, xylem parenchyma also performs the same function of food storage. And lastly, there are xylem fibers. These cells are thread-like cells that provide support to the tissue as well as the plant. So here we've completed.
Next comes phloem. Now phloem conducts the second function, that is it transports food from leaves to other parts of the plant. It is made up of four types of cells: phloem vessels, also known as sieve tube, companion cells, phloem fibers and phloem parenchyma. Now let's see the video to understand its working.
The food in the form of sugar, which is made in the leaves, is transported with the help of another type of complex tissue called phloem. Again, since it's a complex tissue, it is made up of four different types of cells. The first and the most important type of cells in this type of tissue are the sieve tubes. which are attached from end to end. Just as the name suggests, sieve means something with perforations. And because of these perforations, sugars are transported all throughout the plant body. To accompany them in this same function, there are the second type of cells, that is the companion cells, which are arranged next to the sieve tubes. The third one is phloem parenchyma. All the food is stored in this phloem parenchyma, and along with storage, it also transports food in the horizontal direction, that is lateral transport to the neighboring cells. And lastly, just like xylem fibers, we have phloem fibers that offer support and mechanical strength to the plant. So we have seen how food and water is transported in all the parts of the plant.
And phloem. Now we move on to the next topic of today's video, that is methods of absorption. Here we will cover three different methods. First is diffusion, second osmosis. Now both diffusion and osmosis are known as passive transport. And the third method is active transport. Now first let's see their definitions. Diffusion. It is the movement of molecules from higher concentration to the region of lower concentration without using energy. Osmosis. The movement of water from the region of their higher concentration to the region of their lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane is called osmosis. And third is active transport. The transport of molecules and ions against the concentration gradient by using energy is called active transport. Now see here, in this video, the red molecules is the solute and the blue ones is the solvent. See how the red molecules or the solute is moving from their higher concentration to their lower concentration and spreading in this process. This is diffusion. Now next we will see osmosis. See the semi-permeable membrane in between. Now in osmosis, the solvent or the water moves from its higher concentration, which is on the left part, to its lower concentration through this semi-permeable membrane. Here only the solvent particles will move because the solute particles cannot pass through this semi-permeable membrane, hence it will not get diffused. Now coming to active transport. This occurs from low concentration to high concentration, that is just the opposite of diffusion and osmosis. Thus it needs energy to do so. It is going against or moving against concentration gradient. With this we come to the end of this video. I hope you have understood the topics well enough. Now in the next video I'll explain to you the method of transport of water and minerals. Till then, stay at home, stay safe.